The high point of the royal visit to the Federal Republic is the flight to Berlin, bastion of the free world, its freedom still guarded by the wartime Western Allies. At Berlin's Royal Air Force Station Gatow, Her Majesty inspects an inter-allied, British, American and French, Guard of Honor. A moving occasion, solemnly underlining our joint determination to keep West Berlin free. Stirring also is the scene at West Berlin, Maifeld Stadium, as Her Majesty arrives in an open landau pulled by 4 Windsor Greys, flown to Berlin especially for the occasion of the Queen's birthday parade, in the stadium where the 1936 Olympics took place. Tremendous crowd watch units of the British Berlin garrison parade their colours before the Queen. The cheers threaten to drown out the mass bands and the 12 tanks firing a 21-gun salute. Helicopters add to the din. It's a very personal British birthday greeting to the Queen, more than 100 miles behind the Iron Curtain. But it's an expression, too, of our determination to safeguard this city. That determination is stressed by the Queen herself as she visits the heart of West Berlin. The shell of the 19th century Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church looms over the city and is kept in its bomb-damaged state to remind us all of the futility of war. Mayor Stauber of West Berlin welcomes Her Majesty before an enthusiastic crowd of Berliners. He's a worthy successor to other Berlin mayors, Willy Brandt, who became Federal Chancellor, and Ernst Reuter, who led the Berliners through the cold and hunger of the Berlin blockade. 30 years ago, the British-American airlift saved the city from Stalin's attempt to strangle it into submission, and the Berliners have been our friends ever since. Indeed, our post-war friendship with all the Germans dates back to that terrible testing time.
Mr. Governing Mayor, people of Berlin, on my second visit to Germany, I especially wished to return to Berlin, where 13 years ago you gave me such a heartwarming welcome. Today, I have seen something of the progress you have made in the renewal of your city, with your ambitious new buildings and your care for the preservation and restoration of the old.
Helmut Schmidt replies.
Königliche Hoheit, liebe Berliner Landsleute, der Besuch Ihrer Majestät der Königin Elisabeth II. In Berlin.
The speeches are over. Now the Queen belongs to the Berliners, young and old. The royal walkabout on the Kurfürstendamm is a tremendous triumph for Her Majesty and Prince Philip, and the Berliners go wild. Thousands of citizens have waited hours to see Her Majesty, and the mood is summed up by the Berliner Zeitung. Berlin is happy, says its headline, and so is the Queen. She loved every minute of it, a British reporter wrote. It's been a great, heartfelt welcome. Her Majesty came to Germany not just to pay a formal royal visit to the Federal Republic, but also to meet the German people. For years now, Germany has been Britain's friend and ally, not only in NATO, but in the common market and in a host of other ways. Nor are the Germans likely to forget British help over the years. She's our Queen now, they shouted in Berlin and Bonn. Well, for a few days only, but thank you very much. Auf Wiedersehen. Come back again.